Hey everybody, welcome to the Life Lessons podcast. That's what I've decided to call it. And the goal of this podcast is to help 1 million people. Why not, right? To help 1 million people and to do it whether it pays or not. Whether I make money or not doing this, I'm trying to let go of that idea and focus more on just helping people. I mean, I don't really need money. I have enough. But I still see a lot of pain and suffering. And I see a lot of people that could use my help, really. So I decided to make this goal of helping 1 million people. And I think this podcast is going to be a way to start reaching people and to start sharing things with people, sharing ideas that are going to make a huge difference, that are going to ease a lot of pain and suffering. So, why should you listen to me? Why should you listen to me? What do I have? Life lessons. Well, my life definitely isn't perfect. You know, there's a lot of people who probably have way better lives than me, if you were to measure, specific metrics or whatever. But I would say the number one reason to listen to me is because I really can't remember the last time I had a bad day. I can't remember the last time I felt, any major pain and suffering. Most of my days are honestly pretty damn good. Pretty damn good in spite of whatever's happening around me. So I've got this mindset thing pretty much freaking bastard. So and it's been a goal of mine. I've always wanted to be able to control how I felt, no matter what was going on around me, no matter what circumstances I was in. I've always wanted to have that control over my feelings. And I looked at, hundreds of different ways of doing that. And that's really what I have to share. So, and I feel like if you can control how you feel under any circumstances, under any situations, then really there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing that could stop you from reaching your goals. There's nothing that could stop you from being who you truly want to be, doing what you truly want to do, and creating the life that you want to create. Because we're always gonna have these challenges in our life, and there's nothing you can do about that. There's always gonna be challenges. There's always gonna be hardships. The Buddha teaches that life is suffering. Your whole life, you could define it by your suffering if you chose to. There's always going to be suffering. There's going to be death. There's going to be illness. There's going to be poverty. There's going to be life changes. There's going to be breakups. There's going to be life. You could say, if you wanted that, if you wanted to define life, but life has suffering in it that is inescapable. Well, the suffering part is escapable. You don't have to accept suffering. But the things that happen in life, those you can't change. Those are the things that just happen. And how you manage your mind, how you deal with those things, that's what I'm here to teach you. And I'm here to kind of help you to bridge the physical world and the metaphysical or the spiritual world. And I'm not going to get like religious on you guys or anything, but you will find out that maybe I should say quantum physical, because you'll find out that the world that you thought you lived in is not actually the one that you lived in. This world that you live in is much more amazing than you realize. And we can use that. We can use that to our advantage to control how we feel, to help us reach our goals, to get ourselves out of suffering, to start moving towards what we want in life. So there's my little introduction for the Life Lessons podcast. I feel like I should maybe leave you with a first lesson. I don't know. What would be the first lesson? Well, I could start you off with one of the first lessons that I've learned when I was young guy, 18 years old. I started studying Buddhism on my own after a bad breakup. And what I learned was that the only thing permanent is change. The only thing permanent is change. So change is permanent. That means things are constantly changing. The physical world is constantly changing. Our internal world, our mental world is constantly changing. Our physical bodies are constantly changing. Our life situation is constantly changing. The economic situation around us is constantly changing. The only thing permanent is change. So this can be a relieving thought, a relieving realization that, if you're in a tough situation right now, and know that nothing is going to last forever, good or bad. Nothing is going to last forever. So take that, think about it, observe it, look around, notice the truth in that. Notice the truth in that in your life. And we'll talk more about how to use this stuff to our advantage. But for now, just take that little life lesson. The only thing permanent is change. Okay. Bye-bye. By the way, my name is Doug Spence. I have a website, Spence Life Coaching, and I provide life coaching services for those who are interested in seeing things in a new way, those who are interested in raising their awareness, getting themselves out of pain and suffering and into poise, those who are interested in getting what they want or figuring out what they want, figuring out their path. So check out my website, Spence Life Coaching. There's a few blog posts. And if you're interested, you can contact me. We could have a little 30-minute introductory session and go from there. Okay. Bye-bye.